They're suing me for something I didn't do. It's just the most bullshit thing. And I literally had to pay them a lot of fucking money.
Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis canceled.
You know, they just decided to pull the plug.
Tab 3. Jake Paul is facing legal trouble after Gervonta Tank Davis filed a lawsuit following the cancellation of their fight. This isn't just another boxing headline. It's a story about pride, money, and reputation all hanging in the balance. What was supposed to be the fight of a year has quickly turned into one of the most chaotic and embarrassing controversies in modern boxing.
So that fight that was supposed to go down with Jake Paul and Gervonta Tank Davis in Miami on November 14th is not happening. It has been canceled officially.
Months ago, excitement was building among fans. Jake Paul, the outspoken YouTuber turned boxer known for shaking up the scene, was set to face Gervonta Davis, one of the hardest hitters in the sport. With Netflix involved and millions on the line, the matchup was expected to deliver a spectacle unlike any other, blending high-stakes sport with larger-than-life drama.
Because you have someone that we come from two different sides, like, of the world. We still on the same path to get the same thing.
Then everything fell apart. Posters were already up, cameras were ready to roll, contract had been signed, and just like that, the fight was called off. Jake Paul went online to share what he described as a bold, decisive move.
One of the most feared punchers in the sport of boxing. It's got a 93% knockout percentage. That's one of the best among current world champions.
Labeled Gervonta Davis with harsh criticism, accused him of past misconduct, and claimed that Netflix had decided to cancel the bout. Jake framed the situation as a moral stand, saying his company supports women and that he couldn't, in good conscience, provide Tank with a platform. The message, timing, and presentation were carefully designed to cast Jake as the ethical hero stepping away from wrongdoing, and for a brief moment, it seemed to have a desired effect.
Gervonta Tank Davis team fights back. After Jake Paul canceled the fight, went on a tirade.
But the praise was short-lived. The initial cheers soon gave way to murmurs that steadily grew louder. It began quietly with sources close to the promotion, then gained momentum from Tank Davis' team, and eventually reached seasoned boxing insiders, professionals who had seen this type of PR spin countless times before.
I never let myself go there. You know, I'm a fierce competitor.
Tank's team is now fighting back, and they're stating that Netflix did not, in fact, cancel the bout.
The story Jake Paul had carefully crafted quickly fell apart. Netflix, contrary to his claims, had not canceled the fight. According to Gervonta Davis coach Kenny Ellis, the bout was still scheduled. Jake got scared, Ellis stated. Short, direct, and devastating. In a single sentence, the entire moral narrative crumbled. The image of courage and principle dissolved, revealing not virtue, but fear dressed up as righteousness.
He has made a significant impact on the sport of boxing. He has certainly brought new eyes to the sport. He's done so much in uplifting women's boxing.
Then the rumors about weight began to circulate. The contract required 195 pounds, but sources suggested Jake was nowhere near that mark, sluggish, drained, and clearly off his peak. The fighter who built a persona on confidence suddenly appeared vulnerable. Meanwhile, Tank Davis was sharpening his skills, becoming faster, leaner, and deadlier with each passing day. As fight night drew closer, it became clear to observers that Jake Paul could be heading straight for trouble. Kenny Ellis didn't mince words. Netflix didn't cancel the fight. Jake did. He was afraid. Plain, simple, and brutally honest.
They called Gervonta Davis the Tank for a reason. He only needed one shot to end the entire night.
Stop. Davis, big straight left, down goes Gamboa.
Fans started raising questions they had previously ignored. If Jake's actions were genuinely about principles, why had he faced Mike Tyson, a former convict? Why fight Mike Perry, who faced multiple domestic abuse allegations? And yet, Gervonta Davis suddenly became the red line. The rules seemed inconsistent, and this matchup appeared as the exception to every prior fight.
Jake fought a guy who was his age and was also considered a boxer, and he lost.
It just pisses me the fuck off. And then
you're good. Take a break.
Suddenly, Jake's supposed moral stance began to look less like bravery and more like a cover for fear. Every tweet, Instagram post, and public statement meant to justify his actions was revealed for what it truly was: damage control. Fans started piecing together the story. The speeches about standing up for women, the staged outrage, the perfectly timed exit, all a carefully crafted PR strategy, fear, not principle, had shaped the narrative. And as Kenny Ellis' blunt comments hit home, the reality became clear. Jake Paul wasn't stepping aside out of morality. He was avoiding a fight he likely knew he couldn't win. For the first time, the world got a glimpse behind a carefully constructed curtain.
Jake Paul took that and ran with it and then used it as a catalyst to stain Tank's name but not have to fight him.
By this stage, Jake's reputation was on the line. He wasn't fighting overhyped or past their prime opponents anymore. He was facing a genuine threat, a world-class knockout artist with no interest in clicks or viral fame. The PR story had flipped. Suddenly, Jake appeared fearless, standing up for women, taking a principled stand. It worked for a moment, but now the narrative is starting to catch up with him.
I believe that he was making the money he says he's making. Showtime Boxing wouldn't have gone out of business, and Showtime would have made sure they kept paying.
Gervonta Davis isn't backing down. He has filed a lawsuit against Jake Paul for defamation and breach of contract, alleging that Jake's false claims caused significant harm to his reputation and finances. According to the legal filing, Jake's so-called moral stand wasn't a mistake or misunderstanding. It was intentional. If Team Davis can show that Netflix never canceled the fight, Jake could face potential damages in the millions.
What else to say? I didn't want to give this woman abuser a platform to grow his fans and to grow his bank account. My company champions women. I'm so sorry to everyone involved, mostly to the undercard fighters, to my team at MVP, and to my team who worked so hard.
Coach Kenny Ellis didn't hold back. According to him, Jake wasn't taking a stand for women. He was protecting his own record. Harsh, but direct. Ellis went further, calling Jake's speeches about defending women a mere smokescreen, a PR stunt disguise of morality. Old interviews and screenshots only seemed to support this view. Jake appeared panicked, over his head, and scrambling to find a way out of the situation.
Ring Magazine. Jake Paul admits he's scared and losing sleep over a Gervonta Davis fight.
Then came the Netflix twist. Online sleuths noticed a glaring detail. Netflix had never officially confirmed canceling the fight. No press release, no public statement. Their logos remained on promotional material even days after Jake's announcement. If Netflix had truly pulled out, wouldn't their branding have been removed immediately? Their silence spoke volumes. Tank Davis' team seized the moment. Netflix hadn't canceled thing. Jake had effectively used their name as a shield, announcing the cancellation before any official word. In reality, Netflix had said nothing. Jake had spoken for them.
Jake Paul, the contracted weight is 195 pounds. I bet if he were to get on a scale today that he's nowhere near the fight weight. It's so many games being played.
This forms the core of the lawsuit. Jake Paul didn't just pull out of the fight. He publicly defamed Tank Davis, portraying himself as morally superior while suggesting that Netflix had canceled the bout. According to Tank's legal team, this caused serious professional damage. The fight posed, sponsorship deals, and promotional opportunities were all affected. Lawyers claim Jake disrupted an entire business ecosystem to protect his ego and dodge responsibility. Behind the scenes, Jake's team scrambled to manage the fallout, but this isn't a YouTube spat that can be erased. This is a courtroom battle where evidence and facts take precedence over followers and social media posts.
Pull the fight, so don't blame Gervonta Davis' accusations. Jake Paul has a far worse track record. Jake Paul backed out.
The hypocrisy is striking. Jake's so-called moral stance is unraveling. He claimed he wouldn't give a platform to fighters with controversial pasts, yet he previously faced Mike Tyson, Mike Perry, and others with similarly troubled histories. As Ellis bluntly put it, the timing was too convenient. The moment Jake realized he might be outmatched, he found a reason to cancel. Tank Davis' team pointed out, he knew our guy's history when he signed. Why act surprised now? They're right. Jake wasn't caught off guard. He was cornered.
It was Jake Paul who found a scapegoat kind of and an exit strategy and got to moving.
Paul, the man who built his brand on spectacle, self-promotion, and chaos, suddenly posed as a moral crusader when the stakes got real. He had long profited from marketing fights, selling pay-per-view events with bravado, and turning trash talk into revenue. But when faced with Gervonta Davis, a legitimate world-class knockout artist, he claimed moral high ground. It's a classic PR move. If you can't win, rewrite the narrative. Fear became principle. Retreat was framed as a moral stand. What was presented as courage was, in reality, a calculated exit. And calculated exits rarely appear heroic under scrutiny.
Jake is consensual. That's the thing. It's consensual. Two consensual parties, two women.
Didn't say that word.
No, I'm saying it's consensual. I'm saying these two women.
So he paid women to beat on each other.
Exactly.
Got you.
Boxing analyst Ego offered a blunt reality check. If the sport excluded everyone with a criminal past, there wouldn't be any boxing left. Boxing isn't a game for saints. It's for survivors. Legends like Mike Tyson, Julio Cesar Chavez, Andre Ward, and Floyd Mayweather didn't rise through virtue alone. They were forged through chaos, struggle, and adversity. The ring may forgive errors and moral gray areas, but the courtroom does not.
Also, I was thinking too, maybe Tank isn't used to being the B-side of a fight.
B-side, so everybody's working around his schedule, and now...
Yeah, when you the A-side, you get to dictate things, you pick who you want, blah, blah, blah. Maybe he's not used to being the B-side.
Jake's sudden display of moral posturing felt completely out of place. His attempt to elevate virtue over violence clashed with a sport built on grit, sweat, and unfiltered reality. Fans noticed it. Fighters noticed it. Anyone paying attention could see straight through the performance.
That's the thing. It's consensual. Two consensual parties, two women.
Didn't say that word.
No, I'm saying it's consensual. I'm saying these two women.
So he paid women to beat on each other.
Exactly.
Jake Paul was made for the spotlight, not the ring. True fighters confront challenges directly. They don't lecture about contracts or stage moral exits. They step in and fight. Now, Jake Paul faces an opponent who won't be deterred by social media personas or PR theatrics. Accountability is unavoidable.